Hello everybody, welcome to another reaction of the Super Saiyan Performance Encore YouTube channel. This is gonna be my first time reaction to Blind Guardian Lord of the Rings Wacken Open Air 2007. Very excited to dive in. If y'all enjoy the reaction, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff. In the description will be all my links and a link to the original video. Show love as always to Blind Guardian by giving them a like, subscribe, share, stream the music, all the stuff. Go support them as always, guys. Shout out to Cheryl for the request. Big shout out to the chat as this reaction is coming during the 28th Old School Saturday of the channel. As always, let's dive in.
Dengan satu tahun, isi seperti halnya dengan tahun Lord of the Rings.
I love that like grunt and everything in his voice. Sounds very cool. I'm also loving just like the overall just stage itself. Obviously, you got the flames and everything in the background, which always it always looks very cool. When like there's like fire and like flames and stuff like that. In a performance, I don't know what it is about it, but it just looks very sick and everything. Very cool. But I'm loving it. He's got an amazing voice as always. Singer is Hansi. I believe is how you say it, Hansi. Amazing voice. Amazing voice as always. I'm loving the guitar. I'm loving all of it. Very cool. That was Blind Guardian, Lord of the Rings, live, Wacken Open Air 2007. That was absolutely amazing, honestly. Like, again, Hansi's voice sounded awesome. Like, he has an incredible voice. I loved, of course, the grit and everything in his voice, too. Like, the grunts and some other people would clarify as rasp. Very cool. But just in general, his voice sounded amazing, which I enjoyed. But I love the instrumentals, of course, too. Sound amazing, guitar, drums, all of it, just outstanding. That song, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty catchy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I I had reacted to Lord of the Rings. It was a cover that Dan Vask did, for those who know Dan. And he crushed it. He did an amazing job, which I really enjoyed the original version here by Blind Guardian as well. Um, Again, like I said, it's always very cool to hear the original of a song after hearing a cover of a song, right? So very cool indeed. And not to mention to hear the original version of a song live. That was very cool too. Very cool to hear Blind Guardian live, because it's one thing. You hear a lot of people say how it's one thing if an artist, band, or whoever they are, if they're able, it's one thing if they're it's one thing that when they're capable of doing it in studio, right? The question is, are they able to do the same thing live? Are they able to make it just as good or maybe even better live? And in this case, I think Blind Guardian for sure did that. Now, I personally have never heard the studio version. I don't know if Blind Guardian has a studio version of this song or not. But one thing I will say is, again, the live version of this song at Wacken sounded awesome. Sounded awesome. But y'all can let me know, as always, in the comments, please, what if there is a studio version or not of this song that Blind Guardian did. Because if so, I'm definitely for sure gonna check that out for sure. Um, for sure. Have a studio? Okay. Yes, they do. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, for sure. We'll definitely check that out at some point. But I loved it. Like I said, I loved the live version. I thought it was amazing. If y'all enjoyed the reaction, like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on notifications. Never miss a thing on the channel. In the description will be all of my links and a link to the original video. As always, show love to excuse me. Show love to Blind Guardian. Big shout out to Cheryl Smiles for the request. Big shout out to the chat, as this reaction is coming due on the 28th. Old School Saturday of the channel. I'll see y'all next one. Peace.